More than 70,000 seniors die in their sleep each year. But it's not just old age, it's routines, small, familiar ones, done without a second thought. Tonight, you'll see what those habits are, and what they've quietly been doing to your heart, your brain, and your breath. After 60, sleep becomes less forgiving. Your circulation slows. Your brain clears waste less efficiently. And yet, most people never question their nighttime rituals. What if changing one simple habit could protect your heart from stress, your brain from fog, and your body from that 3 a.m. fall? Let's begin gently, together. 1. Too much water, too late. You've heard it 1,000 times. Drink more water. Hydration helps your joints, your digestion, your energy. But after 60, the timing of water becomes just as important as the water itself. Think of your body like a fragile glass. It's helpful to fill it, but not to overflow it before rest. Late at night, even a healthy habit can spill into danger. As we age, the kidneys slow down. They filter fluids less efficiently. The bladder holds less. And the urge to urinate comes faster and stronger. That means one thing: drink too much too late, and your sleep will be interrupted, often by a dark walk down the hall. But that's where the danger begins. Waking up at 2 a.m., your blood pressure is still low. Your brain is still half asleep. You sit up too quickly. The room spins. You reach for the wall. Your feet misjudge the floor. And suddenly, a simple bathroom trip becomes a serious fall. According to the CDC, falls are the #1 cause of injury-related hospital stays in older adults. Many happen at night. Many begin with a glass of water too close to bedtime. But it's not just the fall. Interrupted sleep is dangerous on its own. When you wake up again and again, your brain misses the deep stages of repair. That's where memory is formed, where toxins are cleared, where the immune system is recharged. Studies show that seniors with poor sleep have higher inflammation, worse focus, and faster cognitive decline. Some even show changes in heart rhythm, especially after repeated awakenings. And there's one more thing. When your body processes excess water at night, the heart works harder. That strain over time adds up. So what can you do? Start here. Drink water steadily throughout the day, then taper off after 6 p.m. Avoid full glasses within 2 hours of sleep. If thirsty, take small sips, not gulps. Skip diuretic drinks like green tea, coffee, or citrus juices at night. And most importantly, light your path. A motion light, a clear floor, non-slip slippers. These are not decorations. They are your safety. Now pause. Have you ever stumbled half awake and ignored it? What if that moment wasn't random? What if your body was asking for a change? 2. Eating late, sleeping heavy. For many, a late-night snack feels harmless, a small comfort, a quiet reward at the end of the day. But after 60, the body doesn't recover the same way. What you eat and when starts to carry deeper consequences. When you eat late at night, your body stays busy, your stomach works, your pancreas pumps insulin, your heart beats harder. But your body was meant to rest, not run a marathon after dark. Late eating delays sleep. It raises blood sugar. It fuels silent problems, especially in seniors. A study from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that older adults who eat within 3 hours of bedtime have significantly higher blood sugar the next morning. Insulin resistance increases, and the risks of prediabetes and type 2 diabetes climb. But that's not all. Late meals often bring heavy foods, rich meats, sweets, comfort dishes. These slow down digestion. And when you lie down too soon, stomach acid can rise. That burning in your chest, it's not just discomfort, it's damage. Chronic acid reflux wears away your esophagus, and if acid slips into the lungs while you sleep, it can cause aspiration pneumonia. For seniors, this can be life-threatening. There's also pressure on the heart. When digestion continues through the night, blood pressure stays high. Your body misses its natural dip. That dip protects your heart from overworking. Missing it too often increases the risk of heart attacks and stroke. Heavy meals can also disrupt your heart's rhythm, especially in those already managing hypertension or atrial fibrillation. So, What's the gentle fix? Try to finish dinner at least 3 hours before bedtime. Choose lighter options, steamed vegetables, lean protein, small portions of whole grains. If you do need a snack, go soft and simple. A banana, a handful of almonds, warm chamomile tea. Let your stomach rest with you. Now, pause for a moment. Have you ever gone to bed full and woken up groggy or restless? That wasn't just poor sleep. It was your body, still digesting, still working, still trying to rest and survive at the same time. What if you gave it a little more peace before bedtime? 3. The hidden dangers of how you sleep. We all have a favorite sleeping position. Some lie flat on their backs, some curl tightly on their side, and most never give it a second thought. But for seniors, sleep position is no longer just about comfort. It can quietly affect breathing, heart rhythm, and even brain health. Let's start with the most risky one: back sleeping. When you lie on your back, gravity pulls your tongue and soft throat tissues downward. This can partially block your airway. Even in people without sleep apnea, airflow is reduced. You might not notice it, but your oxygen levels drop, and your heart has to work harder to compensate. A study from the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that seniors who sleep on their backs have a 22% higher risk of nighttime cardiac events, not because of age, but because of posture. And if you snore, gasp, or stop breathing during sleep, the danger multiplies. These are signs of obstructive sleep apnea, a condition where breathing repeatedly stops during the night. Each pause starves the brain of oxygen, the heart races, stress hormones surge, and over time, this can lead to high blood pressure, stroke, and memory loss. There's also something more silent. When your sleep is interrupted by airway blocks, your brain misses its deep cleaning cycles. That's when harmful proteins are cleared. In fact, Stony Brook University research shows that back sleeping reduces the brain's waste clearing efficiency by up to 63%. That means higher risk for Alzheimer's and cognitive decline. It doesn't stop there. For those with acid reflux or hiatal hernias, lying flat makes it easier for stomach acid to rise. This causes silent inflammation, and in some cases, small amounts of acid enter the lungs, triggering coughing, pneumonia, or long-term damage. So, what's the better way? Experts recommend left-side sleeping. It improves circulation, it eases pressure on your heart, it supports digestion, and it helps your brain clear toxins more effectively during the night. If you're not used to it, don't worry. You can train your body gently. Try this. Place a firm pillow between your knees for spine alignment. Tuck a second pillow behind your back to prevent rolling. Use a supportive neck pillow to keep your airway open. If you have reflux, slightly elevate the head of your bed. You don't need to be perfect, just more intentional. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you thought about how you sleep? Not how long, but how. Your body may be trying to breathe while gravity pulls against it. Maybe tonight is the night you shift, just slightly, toward rest, toward breath, toward better mornings. 4. When warmth becomes a threat. There's something comforting about warmth. A cozy blanket, a heated room, the familiar safety of being wrapped and still. But for seniors, too much warmth at night doesn't soothe, it disrupts. And sometimes, it harms. Your body is designed to cool down slightly as you fall asleep. That gentle drop in core temperature tells your brain, it's time to rest, it's time to repair. But when the room is too hot, that signal gets lost. Your body fights the heat instead of drifting into sleep. You toss, you sweat, you wake. And the deeper layers of sleep, the ones your heart and brain need most, never fully arrive. Researchers from the American Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry found that older adults sleeping in rooms above 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 degrees Celsius, experience up to 30% less slow-wave sleep. That's the stage where memory is protected, where the immune system recharges, where your body heals. Without it, small problems begin to grow. Inflammation rises, blood pressure stays high, and brain fog becomes more frequent. There's another risk too: dehydration. Warm air draws moisture from the body, Sweating during sleep leads to fluid loss, but many seniors don't feel thirst the way they used to, so they don't replenish. Over time, this thickens the blood. It stresses the heart. It raises the risk of clots, arrhythmias, and stroke. And for those already dealing with heart conditions or lung disease, the added stress from heat can trigger sudden complications, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, or even a late-night emergency that didn't need to happen. So, what's the shift? Try this gentle approach. Keep the bedroom between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. Use breathable cotton sheets instead of heavy comforters. Avoid electric blankets or sealed windows. If you tend to feel cold, layer with blankets you can easily remove. A small fan or cracked window can improve air circulation and keep the room fresh. This isn't about discomfort. It's about allowing your body to cool so it can do what it's built to do. Let me ask you something. Have you ever woken up groggy, sweaty, and restless and blamed it on stress or age? What if it was the air around you, stealing your rest without a sound? Tonight, let the room breathe with you. Let coolness become your medicine, and give your body the quiet it needs to restore itself, cell by cell. 5. Why getting up too fast can bring you down. You open your eyes, the room is dim, your body stirs, and without thinking, you swing your legs over the edge of the bed. But then it hits you. The room shifts, your head feels light, your knees wobble. This isn't just morning grogginess. It's something deeper and more dangerous. It's called orthostatic hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure that happens when you stand up too fast. And for seniors, it's not rare. It's common and often overlooked. As we age, the systems that control blood pressure become slower. The arteries don't tighten fast enough. The brain doesn't receive oxygen fast enough. And for a few seconds, you're vulnerable, dizzy, disoriented, and at serious risk of falling. According to JAMA Internal Medicine, older adults with orthostatic hypotension are significantly more likely to experience falls, fractures, and even death. But here's what most people don't realize. These aren't random accidents. They often follow the same pattern: wake, rise, fall. It happens in the dark, when your muscles are still stiff, when your balance is off, when your reflexes are half asleep. And for some, a single fall changes everything. A fractured hip, a broken wrist, a loss of confidence, or even the first step toward long-term care. So, how do we prevent this? Slow down the start. Begin your mornings with awareness, not rush. Here's a gentle routine. After waking, stay lying down for 1 full minute. Then sit up slowly. Let your feet dangle. Wiggle your toes. Flex your ankles. Take a few deep breaths. This helps your circulation catch up before you rise. Keep a glass of water by your bed. Take a small sip, especially if you tend to wake up dry. Make sure the floor is clear. Use motion-activated lights. Hold onto a sturdy table or bed frame when you stand. And if you take medications that lower blood pressure, talk to your doctor. The timing might need to shift, or the dose might need review. This isn't about fear, it's about rhythm. Let your body rise the way the sun does, gradually. Let me ask you something. Have you ever stood too fast and felt the world fade for just a second? That wasn't weakness. That was your body saying, "I'm not ready yet." Give it one more breath, one more beat, and you may never have to test your balance in the dark again. 6. The sound. You should never ignore. You've heard it, that slow rattling sound in the night, sometimes soft, sometimes jarring, sometimes followed by silence. Then a sudden gasp for air. For many, snoring feels like a harmless part of aging. Just noise, just tired lungs, just getting older. But that sound could be telling a deeper story. One about oxygen, one about your heart, and one about the quiet risks we sleep beside every night. Snoring is often the first sign of obstructive sleep apnea, a condition where the throat's soft tissues collapse during sleep, blocking the airway, stopping the breath, and forcing the heart to race again and again just to keep you alive. According to the Sleep Heart Health Study, untreated sleep apnea increases the risk of fatal heart attacks by 30%. and strokes by up to 60%, and nearly 40% of older adults are affected. Yet, most don't even know it. Why? Because they sleep through it, or they live alone, or they assume it's just snoring, just age, just normal. But sleep apnea doesn't just affect the heart. It steals the deep sleep your brain needs. Sleep where memories are filed, where toxins are cleared, where clarity is restored. Without it, confusion grows, forgetfulness sharpens, and over time, dementia accelerates. MRI studies show that seniors with untreated moderate to severe sleep apnea experience brain shrinkage up to 3 times faster than normal aging. It doesn't always show up as loud snoring. Sometimes it's dry mouth in the morning, or waking up tired, or struggling to stay awake during quiet moments. TV reading, riding in a car. Other times, it's insomnia, not being able to fall asleep, or waking up again and again. If any of these feel familiar, you're not imagining things, and you're not alone. So, what can you do? First, notice. Ask someone if you snore. Pay attention to morning headaches, dry mouth, or daytime fatigue. Then, talk to your doctor or a sleep specialist. Testing is simple. Treatment is even simpler. Sometimes it's a small device, a CPAP. Sometimes it's weight loss, or changing your sleep position. In fact, treating sleep apnea has been shown to reduce heart risk by up to 42% in older adults. Let me ask you this. Has anyone ever told you that you stop breathing at night? Or have you ever woken up with your heart pounding for no reason? That might not be just a dream. It might be your body sending a signal. And like every good signal, it begins with sound. So tonight, listen closely, because the body doesn't lie. It just whispers until we finally pay attention. 7. When medicine becomes midnight risk. For many seniors, bedtime comes with a ritual, a glass of water, a soft exhale, and a few pills taken without hesitation. It feels routine, even comforting. But what if that quiet habit is quietly increasing your risk? Not all nighttime medications are safe for aging bodies, and some, when taken at the wrong time or in the wrong combination, can turn sleep into something far more dangerous. Let's begin with the most common ones. Sleeping pills. Medications like diazepam or alprazolam. They belong to a class called benzodiazepines. They slow the nervous system, calm the brain, and for a while, they help you drift off. But here's the hidden cost. They also slow your breathing, especially during deep sleep. And if you already have heart issues, lung conditions, or undiagnosed sleep apnea, this can be deadly. According to the British Medical Journal, older adults who use benzodiazepines regularly have a significantly higher risk of falls, fractures, and even mortality. Why? Because these medications don't always wear off by morning. They can leave you groggy, unsteady, more likely to trip, more likely to miss a step that used to feel automatic. But sleeping pills aren't the only concern. Blood pressure medications, especially when taken at night, can cause pressure to drop too low during sleep. That can reduce blood flow to the brain, leading to lightheadedness upon waking, or worse, fainting. Some doctors do prescribe nighttime doses for specific cases, but one size does not fit all. Timing matters. So does your individual condition. Painkillers and muscle relaxants also pose risks. Many are processed by the liver and kidneys, but with age, those organs slow down. Toxins stay longer, interactions get stronger, and when multiple medications are taken together, especially without regular review, the effects can multiply. Even a small overlap can tip the balance. So, how can you stay safe? Start here. Review your medications regularly with your doctor or pharmacist. Ask whether nighttime dosing is still appropriate. If you're taking more than one sedative, question the necessity. Avoid self-medicating with over-the-counter sleep aids or herbal pills unless guided. And if you feel confused, dizzy, or overly tired in the morning, don't ignore it. Sometimes your body is not reacting to age. It's reacting to what you gave it the night before. Let me ask you something. Have you ever woken up feeling off, not quite present, not quite steady? That fog may not be natural. It may be pharmaceutical. Tonight, look at that little pill a second longer. Ask if it still serves your healing, or if your body is quietly asking you to shift the ritual. Maybe no one ever told you this. That sleep is not just rest, it's repair, it's regulation, it's survival. We often treat it like a side note, a pause, something passive. But sleep is where your body rebuilds itself, where your heart slows down to heal, where your brain sorts through the noise, where your cells, quietly, choose life again. And yet, night after night, we carry old routines, too much water, heavy meals, wrong positions, pills we never questioned, silences we called normal. But what if one shift tonight could change everything? What if sleep could become sacred again? Not something to fear, not something that slips through your hands, but something you meet gently, with awareness. Let your bedroom become a sanctuary. Let your routines become rituals. Let your mornings begin not with stiffness, but steadiness. Now, ask yourself this. Have you ever changed just one nighttime habit and felt a shift? Less dizziness, more clarity, a safer morning? We'd love to know. Your story might help someone else reclaim their sleep. If this video gave you something to hold on to, subscribe quietly. We'll be here, week after week, building healing, one breath at a time. Next time, we'll uncover the one food that may be sabotaging your heart while you sleep. Even though most believe it's safe, have you ever ignored a nighttime symptom, only to realize later it was a warning? Share below. Your comment could be someone's turning point.